ready?
I'm prepared.
Okay. Start the recording in 3, 2, 1. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Star City Campaign, issue 13, Lucky 13. All right, folks. Last session, I believe you guys broke up the laboratory belonging to the Darksiders, stopped the production of the drug, captured the chemist, and generally put a general crimp in the Darksiders' operations. I think you also probably pissed off Azazel to no end.
Maybe a
Yeah,
little.
it's what we do.
Good.
Yeah. List of people we've pissed off so far. The Phantom. Azazel. Who's next?
Don't forget the Atlanteans.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
the
yeah,
Atlanteans.
pissed off the Atlanteans, yeah.
Well, not really the Atlanteans so much as the
one
lunatic
Atlantean,
fringe, the hardline right-wing version of the Atlanteans.
Yes.
Endless Police. The NSEA. Just keep adding to the
No,
list.
we've annoyed them. We haven't really pissed them off.
No, well,
Okay,
John
annoyed
might have.
them.
All right, John. Yeah, okay. They don't know it yet, though.
Alrighty. So, and as I mentioned in the previous step of the recording, John did sort of keep an eye on the laboratory and saw Azazel arrive back, peek in, walk back out, look incredibly grumpy, and leave.
And John smiled the entire time.
And John was smart enough not to go try to do anything with Azazel alone.
As soon as he stepped out of that car, John got flatter to the roof of the building he was stood on.
It's like, I could go interfere, or I could not get myself killed.
You know, why ruin this perfectly good hiding spot of an island?
Oh, yes. So, did anything else of note happen last session? I forget.
Well, there's a whole poor Dr. Arcane's innocence being stripped from him.
Yeah, there was a little bit about the
Not that
options.
I think that was the time before.
Was it the time before?
Yeah, that was
Okay.
the session before.
Okay.
Yeah. There was a little bit with Hippolyta about the auctions, but
Yeah, not much
that
beyond
was
that.
She went off to do her own thing with that.
All right, so, in that case, what is your plan?
Well, I believe that we're going to help Hippolyta make sure that she can place as many of the whatchamacallits as she could before we prepare for our, confrontation with Azazel.
Yes. So the question is, do you want to... She will have the second one set up soon, but the auction for the last one won't be for several days.
Right. Well, we can't
So
really keep track of Azazel in the meantime, can we? We can't assume when he's going to be active and so on and so forth. And I believe that it was established that it's not such a good idea to have John track him for a very long period of time because he'll probably notice him.
Yeah. The only that's one thing. Since we've taken out the chemist's lab, it's that we've kind of removed the only place where we know he'll be. So we're gonna have to find a new leaders to find out where he is. Because I don't think the chemist any knew.
And in the meantime, I mean, how are we going to be able to find him in order to fight him?
Yes.
Well, we were working on demonic scrying or something, wasn't we?
Well, demonic. Scrying is definitely possible. Yes.
Yes.
Mirror, mirror on the wall. Where's the biggest demon of them all?
Well, I don't think that
That's
Azazel's
my level
the
of
biggest
magic.
demon, actually.
Hope he's not the biggest demon.
In town at the minute.
Where's the biggest demon in town at the minute?
Yeah, it kind of
Man,
ruins the
turns out we
rhyme,
don't
man.
need Azazel at all. We have other problems.
Oh, there is another demon in town, and he's more powerful than Azazel. And wait, that's bad. That's really bad.
Oh dear.
like a episode of a fucking Joss Whedon cartoon.
No, no. Oh,
Where
that's
all
one
those
other important...
characters say, huh, well, fuck.
One other important note that I did mention last session was that apparently Archon is on the move.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Where to
yeah.
exactly, no one's entirely sure.
But in the direction of the States, at least in comparison to all of Europe.
Yes. Well,
He was heading west.
he was heading west from the Ural Mountains, which is in Russia. Which means he could just be heading somewhere in Europe.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Er-
'cause
Archon
Europe
was
was
to move
east.
Ural Mountains. A meteor. Next he's gonna go all one-winged angel on us, and we're gonna have to
You
fight
see,
the whole team.
See, this game is topical.
Oh, no, he will not go one-winged angel on you.
Okay.
Please. Sephiroth's a pansy.
He really was.
He was a whiny bitch. He's just got the whole image going for him, so everyone loved him. Fucking emos.
Now back on subject.
Back on topic.
All right, so we could do the scrying thing in order to figure out where he is any time we want to take him down. I guess what we could do is keep an eye out in the time between now and the auction in case we have to fight him earlier than we want to.
That's the thing with the auction. Obviously, we know where it is. We're just waiting for the auction, so that's the legal way. We could try the less legal approach, but John has no problem with that. You two probably do. But, you know.
Yeah.
I've already voiced my objection to it, yes. Along with several other plans that John has suggested, I might add.
Any other character I've played in the past 6 years, sure, go ahead. Not this one.
I think that there have been suggestions that John has made where Dr. Arcane's been like, and Aaron's been like, no.
Okay, I won't steal it then. I will impersonate the curator of the
No.
museum, sign them out.
No.
It's still stealing. Just slightly more clever than average.
It's signature.
Look, it limits the list of crimes to larceny, while just eliminating breaking and entering, but also adding on impersonating something or other. I don't know.
If impersonating something over is a crime, I'm kind of guilty already.
Well, technically, you might be flaggable for impersonating a federal agent once or twice.
Yeah.
Even that's for fun.
And you never claimed you were actually Agent Smith when you did that, so...
That's true. That's
It's kind of hard to claim I am him when he's in the room.
Yeah, that's his lock solid defense right there. I never said I was you. Anyway, so that's, I guess, my suggestion for how we do this.
Okay.
We plan on trying to set up all three of the idols. We'd be prepared to take on Azazel if we can only do two of them, though. And, I don't know.
Did I ever get the infernalism tracking spell from Hippolyta?
You have not gotten that yet.
Hippolyta? There.
You have not gotten that spell from her yet.
Okay.
The one drawback to that spell is it involves actually using some infernal magic.
Yeah, it's a bit ooky.
Dark side.
What?
Something dark side. Completely.
I mean, it's
When you take
possible
that
to
first step.
it's possible to track the infernal powers and such without using infernal magic. It's just much harder.
And I am a genius.
You are a genius, yes. If you want to try to come up with something to do it, you may do so.
I think I will try to come up with something to do it.
Okay. Well, you can
spend a hero point.
spending a hero. You will have to spend a hero point definitively.
Right.
And we did something last session where you basically, we basically set it up so that we could tell exactly when he left, so that we could move in with the mission.
True, but you did have a specific location for that.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's a different thing.
Yeah, that was a slightly different thing. This is a different improvisation. This is a different tweak on your. See, the thing is that
That was a binary spell. That was an if-then. This is a bit more complicated.
right. So I will say this: since you do have and already have a scrying spell that you already have,
Mm-hmm.
by spending a hero point and making a thaumatology roll and a magic. Actually, probably if both you had, since you have the magic skill also, right?
It's not nearly as good as my thaumatology.
No, the thaumatology will be your primary for this.
Yeah.
So you could, I would say, spend a hero point, make those two skill rolls. Basically, you could do the magic roll first, but that's more sort of a supporting roll, really, not
Right.
a primary skill roll. And then I'll tell you how long it'll take you to come up with the variant for it.
All right. Let's make some rolls. Not nearly as good at magic, am I? Because that
No.
sucked.
No. All right, so your magic roll is not enough to give you the supporting boost that I would give you from that, but that's all right.
Gotcha. That, however.
Oh, well, for some reason my window didn't scroll down. Ah, yes. Okay, so this is a difficult spell to work up.
Right.
It will take you the better part of. It'll take you at least a day to do it, like a full, not literally 24 hours straight, but you'll be spending the day sort of reading, going through notes and experimenting with stuff and such. So you would guess you
probably do anyway. Okay.
Yeah, except with less, but even more dedicated researching and
Gotcha.
experimenting. And yeah,
This is less a Wikipedia binge and more actual research.
right.
Gotcha.
So you'll be cooping yourself up in your lab for basically a day.
Okie-doke.
All right, so that is what Dr. Arcane is going to be doing for the next 24 hours, basically.
Eat, sleep, research, poop.
Yep. And
No time for pooping.
Errant, bring me a bucket.
I'm too busy training.
Fill it with weights and bring it over.
No, you have you have time for that. Not a problem.
Dr. Arcane just sets himself up in one of those ultra lazy gamer setups. Except replace video games with books.
Well, worst case, I guess he could just bring one of his books with him into the bathroom.
What? Reading on the toilet? What a foreign concept. No one does that. Not as if that's the only place some people read.
So, yes. So Dr. Arcane is going to be doing research and such. And at the end of that, Eric, you will have a spell that you think will work.
Excellent.
All right. So, Errant, you said you're going to be training for during this period. You said, huh?
That's the default, state of things.
Okay.
If Nick does not say something special in particular, assume.
The Errant is going, must train, must get better, must be able to beat Superiana. Good luck with that.
Hey,
What?
Stupidity.
I'm sure you'll be able to handle her in a one-on-one fight. I'm certain of it.
Well, you know, if I had a really big thing, I don't know. that shot
Because
laser.
the secret to beating Superior is a large stick. Some other Deus Ex Machina.
So,
Force Father's got it. You need a Rocky montage, then you'll be able to win.
That's what he's doing perpetually.
Endless montage.
all right. So, what's John up to at this point?
Well, since those two are busy, I don't know. John's gonna have some R&R time. He's gonna have a social life. Someone else's social life, but he's gonna have one. Parties and I don't know. He's going to one of those really arrogant people and go and hang out in like Starbucks with a laptop and pretend to write.
All right, excellent. So that's all happening. Okay, so I'm just sort of thinking about what will happen upcoming. All right,
So when was Hippolyta planning on placing the second idol then?
this evening.
Okay.
Well,
so
and by evening I mean early morning, of the next
so
day.
is Dr. Arcane's research going to be only like half done by then, or?
He'll be most of the way done by that point.
Okay.
Basically, he'll finish up early in the morning, sort of mid-morning the next day.
All right.
That will sort of, basically she'll.
At 3 a.m. so I can run around waking everyone up, going, "I got it! I got it! I got it!"
Eureka!
You could. Okay, Eric.
Yeah.
You will think you have. You could at 3 o'clock be certain you do have it. Wake everybody up and then realize that you don't.
You know,
This will be done.
You can sort of drag them in, show them your chalkboard, and then realize that you've got something
I
wrong there.
forgot to carry the 2. This is all useless. I erased the whole thing.
Just to see Eric's reaction. I would love to see how would Eric react to that out of curiosity.
When you said, okay, Eric, you're off for 24 hours while he researches, you will have a spell at the end. If it was a case of, right, you're off for 24 hours, your character's busy, he's not going to find anything, so have fun with that.
Yes, Nick may have stepped away. He has to go pick up his
I'm
sister.
right here.
Oh, you are.
I'm
Sorry.
ready.
Oh, okay.
Sorry. So, Nick, when Dr. Arcane at 3 in the morning comes in screaming, "I've got it, Eureka!" and drags you into his lab to show you his work, and then realizes he's got it wrong and erases the chalkboard.
Doctor.
Yeah.
Close, you'll get...
I'm very upset with you right now.
Why? Oh. I'm sorry. I gotta get back to work.
That's a scene that's going in the movie version. It's the closest you're gonna get to see the Doc getting angry. It's like you just, Aaron, come and look. Walks into the lab. Within seconds of walking through the door, just like glances at the chalkboard while he's walking in, and goes, "No, it's all wrong." You see him raging.
If he did that, Aaron would have said like very uncomfortably sneak out the door. Like, I better not upset him any further.
I've got it. It's all wrong. Race. I'm leaving now.
Okay.
All right. So at 7 in the morning the next day, the phone rings.
Aaron answers. Because who else is going to?
I sort of figured. So you answer, this is Aaron, Star City Sentinels, etc.
Yes,
Right.
yes.
This is Star City Police. This is, we got a break-in at another museum. sort of similar to the last one.
I see.
Everything's been moved around, et cetera, et cetera. The no, there's no evidence of a break-in or anything like that. Since you sort of found out about the last one, you guys took a look at it. You guys want to come and take a look?
I believe that I will inform the doctor. At the very least, I will be on my way shortly, and I'm going to see if Dr. Arcane is awake. Eric,
Yo,
is Dr. Arcane awake at 7 a.m.?
I don't think he slept this entire time.
Oh no.
There's like big piles of like Mountain Dew cans and like a burnt pot of coffee that he's still trying to pour stuff out of.
Are we talking just tonight or the entire campaign?
All right.
So you can poke your head into the lab. Dr. Arcane is currently scribbling furiously on the chalkboard. It looks basically about the same as it did last night before he raised it in a fit of madness.
Doctor, I believe that Ms. Eris has carried out her plan. Would you like to come and see that things are taken care of?
Can't you see I'm busy?
No. Well, the police are expecting me, so I'm going.
Goddamn decimal points! Erase, erase, erase.
I'll just leave you with that. So yeah, I will go to the museum by myself. Just so they don't call the Sentinels, and then, when I say that I'll go and I don't show up.
Right. All right, you show up. It's remarkably similar to the last time, although, again, everything looks basically completely random. So.
Right. Well, I'll ask for an inventory, and just, I guess, go through things, and I, basically will look around until I find something that wasn't there previously.
Yep. You poke around, and eventually you do find a statue of an Egyptian god that wasn't there before, similar to the last one.
Does anyone know who it is?
Yes. Crap, which one is it? It's not Osiris and it's not Bast. Fuck. We'll go with Ra. Horus. There we go. Horus. Good one. Thank you, Eric.
Okay.
That is in fact who it is.
Well, that's not... All right. Well, what?
That's a bad 40k joke.
Oh, okay. Anyway.
Well, y'all know the Emperor is dead.
Okay, well, I say, yeah, well, this does indeed match up with what we saw earlier, so, well, I'll make, vague assurances that we'll find the person responsible, so on and so forth, but it's not particularly serious, And, yeah, I will basically let everyone know that things seem to be in place.
Excellent. So at about 9:30 in the morning, Dr. Arcane, you look at the chalkboard and you look at your notes, and you think you have it, and you're actually positive this time that there's nothing wrong.
Excellent. I'll fire up the spell.
Oh boy. I would like to point out that I'm not in base currently at this time.
All right, you fire up the spell. Give me a thaumaturgy roll.
Doop-a-doop-a-doo.
Actually, no, Eric, this is a magic roll, sorry.
Oh dear.
Because you're actually casting the spell. And this is the first time you're casting.
Plus 9 and not plus 15.
Why do I suddenly hear the weird science theme tune?
An 18. Okay. That's respectable. All right. You actually do successfully cast the spell. Now I need a thaumaturgy roll.
Interesting.
Goddamn keyboards being made for people that are tiny.
What?
Boom. Oh, I did it wrong.
Yes, you did.
Okay, that's still pretty good though.
That's still pretty awesome, Eric. A 30. Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry, you actually did need that 35.
Dope.
No. The 30 is plenty. All right. So, two things. You did successfully cast a spell, and you are certain that you are actually able to lock down where that two facts. One, Azazel is in town, is in the area. Two, you're able to track down the basic location of it. It's a smaller sort of building in the same sort of area that the lab was in, sort of in a sort of more warehousey area of that area.
Okay.
You can't get a good view into the building. You can't really get a view into. You can't scry into the building, unfortunately,
Okay.
for numerous reasons. Part of the
Warded all to hell.
that would be the main one, yes. That is part of the reason that that I had to make thaumatology rolls to figure out what was going on there.
Right.
The other reason is you are fairly certain that when your scry hit the building, that the ward was set up to detect if someone was trying to scry.
Dun dun dun.
God damn it! Back to the drawing board.
Well, it worked.
You know where he is.
All right. I know where he is. He's probably not going to be there very long because he knows I saw him.
You are fairly certain he doesn't know who was scrying.
Well, that's good. Can he backtrack the scry?
Given that you made a 30 on the roll, I will say that you actually pulled your scry out fast enough that he wouldn't be able to backtrack it now.
Good. Okay.
Basically, it was the old, aha, and we'll sort of scry in there. Oh, God is warded. No, back out. Ooh, I set off an alarm.
Uh-oh.
Okay, I pulled that fast. I don't think he can trace me back.
So what you're saying is I was a good net runner.
Yes. Exactly. Yes, you tripped the ice, but you disconnected very quickly.
Gotcha.
Actually, had you rolled particularly low on that, it could have presented something interesting happening.
Darksiders attacking our base.
That wasn't what I was thinking of.
My brain exploding in a shower of green hellfire.
Closer. But yes, you are certain that Azazel's aware someone tried to scry him there and was not using sort of the normal magics that would be used to find a demon.
Okay.
What with which the fact that was not even remotely an infernal spell.
Right.
Sort of, ha, someone's trying to scry me. That wasn't an infernal spell. Wait a minute.
Gee, that's not gonna trip any alarms or anything, or
Oh,
what might be.
there are plenty of good sorcerers out there who might be non-evil sorcerers who might be able to do that sort of thing. And you haven't directly interacted with Azazel yet, so.
Right, that's true. Well, that tangy artificial taste to my magic might be a clue.
Maybe.
He doesn't know your flavor yet.
So that's what you know. The other thing that you do know, Eric, is that you are certain that if you were to maintain a spell like this for a long period of time, if Azazel was able to really notice the spell directly while it's going, he might be able to tap into it effectively. And you could have mind-to-mind communication. Wouldn't that be fun?
Oh yeah, because that's exactly what I want to do is open up my innermost thoughts to a demon.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Tentacles. How many corruption points is that?
So, that is the situation as it stands.
All right, so
Oh,
I think I got this figured out. Awesome. Just need to do quick bursts of scrying, so I can keep track on him. Yeah, that's it. That won't blow up in my face in any way, shape, or form.
nope, not at all. You'll be fine, Eric. Just fine. So, what is up? What are you guys doing at this point?
I guess I'll get back to base at some point.
Yeah. Sure, you can ride back to base about, say, 10:30 or so in the morning.
Yay.
After being out the whole night?
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
dude, he can be whoever he wants to be. He found a bed to sleep in.
So,
Get that. Hang on. Moral. That's it. Get that moral decision out your head.
yeah, like I said, get back to base, explain this, that, things appear to be proceeding as planned. At least it looked that way. I can't really see any ley lines crossing or whatever, so.
Well, finally got the spell up and running, and I know that he is at this address in this building, but the building is warded, and he knows I saw him.
Oh well.
Actually,
Hey.
I always wanted to ask. You know this whole thing with Azazel, how he has to like go back to the, let's say, hell for, or hell intents and purposes. Is
Okay.
that because he can't live here for long, or he has to recharge, or what?
Peter?
Well, what do you think? What do you think Dr. Arcane thinks?
Dr. Arcane probably assumes that, he needs some sort of anchor point to stay for terribly long, and he doesn't currently have one. Might be trying to turn the Darksiders into one.
It's a good theory.
Along with this whole tracking him thing, do you know of any sort of like spells that exist that would, like you say, he might be trying to find a way to stay here permanently. Are there any spells here that are like dangerous to him? Like you could keep him here permanently, but not in a way that he wants. So you cut him off from his power sort of situation.
I don't know, Peter. I mean, I imagine any form of holy magic would suck ass for him, but
It would. What Hippolyta, what Eris is trying to do sort of fits into that category. Although it wouldn't like really, it would weaken him, but it wouldn't like hurt him. But it would seriously make other Infernalists have problems here unless they were very powerful.
Okay, so it's kind of like strengthening the barrier sort of thing.
Yeah, that's what she's trying to do.
Okay. Oh, there goes all my ideas.
Is there a way that we could get some holy magic on our side?
It's possible. There are heroes who very well may have powers that are of quote holy origin. And Eric just lost his connection. So we'll wait a moment before Eric gets back. Well, I will fill you in while while we're waiting for Eric to get back. Give me an intellect roll, actually.
sure.
Gav, you can give me one too if you like.
Intellect is...
Sorry about that, guys. My Skype exploded.
Yeah, we noticed.
Again.
We noticed that, Eric.
Okay.
What I was just saying is that
I was smarter for once.
what I was saying was that Nick asked whether you guys know of any way to get any sort of holy magic on your side, and I said there are heroes who probably have powers in that general sort of vein that exist. If you want to make an intellect roll, see if you can think of any off the top of your head. Go right ahead. And Gav and Aaron have made them.
Well, there are a few guys, but they're Jesuits, and
All right. Errant and Dr. Arcane both know of a couple. Okay. Dr. Arcane, you can think of several sort of, given the sort of circles you move in,
Mhm.
you know of a few. most of them really aren't easily available in the United States at the moment.
Right.
There are a
Well,
couple who
fire.
live in there's several who live in Europe. There are some who live in the States, but they're usually loath to leave their sort of their territory for well, if they were to leave, bad things could happen to the area. They generally keep staying.
Gotcha.
But both of you actually do think of one actual well-known superhero. Gav, you would know the name that would leap to mind, but he's kind of retired.
Is this Gabriel?
It is Gabriel, in fact, yes. He was a hero during the sort of 60s and 70s primarily. Um, he has white feathery wings. He ergo flies. Has a magic sword of light and gold, sort of magic golden armor.
Is he actually divine, or is he just a mutant?
No one's entirely sure. He's not either.
Okay.
He has never claimed to be, actually.
Okay.
I've got wings.
So
I've
Dr.
got
Arcane
shiny
like
things.
lists off like 3 Kabbalists, a Hindi practitioner, and 5 cardinals, all of which are busy at the moment.
Yeah.
And then there's Gabriel.
Gabriel is the closest of the bunch, but he, as I said, he is retired and living in New York City.
Let's see. Is there anyone nearby who could give us a boon or like temporarily bless our weapons or something?
You could go to the church and ask.
Well, yeah, but a method that would work.
It might.
Yeah, hey, so I've got this gun. Could you maybe bless it?
Well,
Well, yeah, and even like that, like if we were to like I don't know, sprinkle holy water on it, there's probably only one of us who could benefit from that anyway, because you can't really throw holy water on energy blasts. I don't think.
yeah.
So we might have some luck. Well, one of us might have some luck. Like,
Suppose I could punch him a lot.
And Hippolyta was going to work on that those amulets to give you some protection against him if you do have to deal with him before the third statue is placed.
okay, well, just throwing out some ideas. I don't know. We could, I guess, just extend word to Gabriel just to see if he is interested. But if he's retired or whatever, or even if he doesn't have any particular thing against the Infernal, despite the divine gimmick, then whatever.
Oh, well, if you want to contact him, you can absolutely call him if you'd like.
Cool.
All right. Well, it takes you a little while to track down his number, but you do eventually find it. The phone rings, and eventually you hear a voice. Gabriel Hamilton speaking. How can I help you?
Hello. You probably don't know who I am. I go by Errant. I'm with the group in charge of protecting Star City.
Mm-hmm.
We were wondering if you might be interested in knowing that we are currently dealing with a group of infernal cultists, and we have been having a great deal of success against them. However, their leader, Azazel, is likely the last element of the group that we have to deal with. We are currently preparing for a confrontation with him. I understand that you have been in retirement for some time, but I thought that I would bring the matter to your attention.
Well, Azazel. Please tell me you don't mean like the actual Azazel, just somebody
I
that's using
really
the name.
know.
Ah. Oh boy. Well, I'm
Ridiculous. The actual Azazel's a Duke of Hell. Why would he be dealing with this stuff?
I cover up the mouthpiece and turn to Doctor. You'd be surprised with what goes through supervillains' heads.
Okay. Well, Uh, well, none too fond. If it's, you say they're infernalists.
Uh,
Uh, well,
uh, Imagine an infernalist group of gangbangers.
oh, I haven't run into anybody like that in a long time. Uh, well, yeah, I've been retired for at least what 15 years now. Wow, it's been a while. Um, well, if you really need help, I'd be happy to, strap.
Your counsel on the matter would at least would be appreciated.
Oh, well, I'd be more than happy to give you advice. No question. Um, I mean, if I'd probably be better if I came down there to talk to you guys in person than to do it
Uh,
over the phone.
well, yes, but well, when could you be here?
Well, New York to Star City's not that far. I could fly down in a couple hours tops.
Character. Does he mean fly like whoosh or like get on plane?
He probably means whoosh.
Okay.
Sitting on planes isn't very comfortable for someone with large feathery wings.
I'm not sure what he is, so out of character. I mean,
Oh, well,
I
actually,
didn't want to make assumptions just based on.
Darkvolt actually did a picture of him.
Oh, okay.
Hang on a second.
Yep.
Let me dig it up. I think it's in Darkvolt's corner. That's right. Yeah, so let me dig it up, and I'll have it up on the stream for them to see too. Let's see if I can just select this post. How do I do this again? I forget. Can't remember how to do this. So actually, let's. There we go. Aha.
Oh,
Ha 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 ha. There we go. And wham.
Oh, there he is.
oh right. Okay.
Yes.
The Hawkman looking guy. Okay.
Yes. That is in fact what he looks like.
I remember seeing that, but I didn't know that was.
Yep, that's Gabriel.
Okay. Well, I guess then that we will be anticipating your arrival soon.
Yeah.
I guess I'll provide him a street address so he's not flying over the whole city.
All right. Sure.
Where are they?
Where would I hide a superhero hangout?
A warehouse. All right. Well, Dr. Arcane,
Mm-hmm.
at this point, I want you to give me a fortitude check.
Uh-oh. Fortitude? Alright.
Yeah, fortitude.
Derp, derp, derp. Oh yeah, sleep!
Yep, that would be it. Yeah, at this point...
stand there looking kind of blank-faced. Something I forgot to do. Oh yeah, sleep!
Yeah, the
Go to bed.
yes, you've been running on caffeine for far too long. Dr. Arcade staggers out of the room and goes and collapses.
People have no sense of pacing.
All right. About 3 hours later, unless there's something you guys want to do before then.
John.
Nothing off the top of my head.
All right. There's a knock on the door.
I will answer.
At the door is a fairly tall man with graying blondish hair. Actually, it's not particularly graying. He's mostly just got blonde hair with a little bit of gray at the temples. Honestly, you recognize immediately as Gabriel. He doesn't look much different than you remember him looking when he was still a superhero, Errant. He's got a little bit gray at the temples, but otherwise, and he's got like crow's feet at the corner of his eyes. But that's really about how much he's aged. He doesn't look like he's aged much.
Yeah, for someone who retired 15 years ago. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well.
So he's got a he's currently wearing a very nicely tailored suit that's custom designed to for the fact that he's got wings.
Right. You'd be surprised how few outfitters take those people into account.
Yeah. He's got a fairly large sort of a bag in one suitcase sort of type thing in one hand. He walks in and sort of says, he sort of sits down and sort of goes thunk. Errant?
Yes.
Good to meet you. I'm Gabriel. I'm Gabriel Hamilton. Nice to meet you. You look a little bit familiar.
Oh, and I just got a text message.
Timing!
Okay, so I'm going to have to leave in a couple minutes.
Okay.
I'll just say, I was, I was Berkelak's squire.
All right. That's where I recognize you from. So it's Errant. Got it.
Although I guess 15, he was out of action by the time that happened.
Yes, but he would have,
Okay.
But he kept abreast of the superhero world.
All right.
Oh, no, he was retired by then, yes. He sort of looks around. Not bad. You guys are just making a name for yourselves, I take it?
We began, I guess, 3-4 months ago?
Roundabout, yeah.
Okay.
Nice. He looks over at the computer station.
Yes, I believe that...
You have a Penguin computer expert.
Yes, this is Tony.
Wark. Type. So are you the team? I thought you said there's a team.
Well, the doctor has spent a large amount of time devising a means that we could effectively track Azazel consistently. And he had not slept for something along the line of 30 hours straight.
Yes.
So he is resting, I shall put it mildly.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure where John Doe is. He could be
John
anywhere.
Doe's been there the whole time. He's in fact Gabriel.
Matter of fact, he could actually be you playing a prank on me right now, to give you an idea.
I love that air of paranoia I'm breathing in Aaron. He's just like staring.
It's not paranoia, it's just like accepting the possibility that John is a dick.
He stops and glares at Ed Gabriel for a second, see if he can figure it out.
But on that note, I'm gonna have to go pick up my sister.
All right. What we'll do, since you're going to pick up your sister, we'll take a short break here.
Cool.
And while Nick goes to pick up his sister.
Okay.
So if you need to get liquid or some food, go for it.
Now, word from our advertisers, we don't have any.
Nope.
Yeah.
Well, except for the ones that Twitch TV provides for the people watching on the stream. Tetrasteel, yes, we are sure that's Tony Wark for the very simple reason that there are things that John cannot impersonate. Other species are on that list.
Yep.
And he can't go too far out of his physical body type. Yeah. Honestly, disguising himself as Dr. Knight was probably as far as he could go down physically. In terms of, because Dr. Knight's short.
Yep. Until I discover polymorphine, and then I can just turn into anything I want. Actually, since you got me on it earlier, Eric, I've been looking at stuff for the new demon stuff.
Yeah.
I'm expecting the cries of fucking sin to start anytime soon. Apparently, the 40k codex is being for demons is being written by Phil Kelly, which he does pretty good stuff. Matt
Okay.
Ward has the fantasy book.
Oh, those poor bastards.
I'm expecting everyone. Oh, Matt Ward! He actually writes pretty good books. It's just the rules, at least, but it's just the background some people have problems with.
I have a great special character, so I'm gonna walk unprotected in the realm of chaos and punch Nurgle in the nads. Then I'm gonna burn down his house.
Yeah, because I'm that fucking hard.
Yep.
I'm tempted to get it, but I don't like the pricing of the new fucking codexes.
I love the new codexes, but yeah, they're too expensive to buy just for fun.
Yeah, well, that's the thing, because I've got a demon army, I may get this one. But I held off on buying the Chaos Marine one, even though I've got a Chaos Marine army, just because, fuck it, I'll pay that much for it.
I've got a Chaos
list I never
army
use.
that's about 6 editions out of date. Oh, that's not true. 4 editions out of date. It was a 2nd edition army.
Ooh, apparently there's some hinted rules as well for 40k. Skull Cannon, Ballistic Skill 5.
Damn.
Okay, I can see that. I can see that because Khorne basically meant to to be the best in all combat.
The pinnacle of martial awesomeness, right?
Yeah, and martial also extends to guns, not just swords. 36-inch range, strength 8, AP 4, large blast.
Damn.
It's a vehicle killer, basically.
Yeah. That's a marine killer.
Yeah. No, it's not. It's only AP 4.
Oh, that's right.
The
Kills
Burning
everything
Chariot
up
of...
to marines.
Yeah, everything up to... Burning Chariot of Tzeentch is apparently the most dangerous shooting unit in the Demon Army. Oh lord.
It's also kind of an awesome model.
Yeah. From what I've heard, it can feasibly blow up land raiders, and according to the players, wipe out entire squads quickly. So it is fragile. So it's basically a land speeder with death.
Shoot it with big shooters and DACA guns. Gotcha.
Pretty much, the plague drones, the flyers, are jetpack cavalry. That's a weird
Oh,
mix.
cool. All right. Jetpack, not jump. Gotcha.
Yeah. Jetpack cavalry, yeah.
So like Tau Crisis suits, not like assault
Wait,
marines.
yeah, by the look of it. You can get +3 plus poison melee attacks.
Nice.
Three wounds each, toughness 5.
Nice.
And Eternal Warrior. Okay.
So that means
bad.
they're not getting popped by what? Real guns?
Anything. Instant death. Yeah, they're immune to instant death with Eternal Warrior. So even force weapons don't work on them.
Oh right, force weapons. I remembered that. I forgot those were a thing.
Force weapons.
There is rumor. Apparently, there's like all these armies when they're chaos, they always get like an Eye of the Storm,
Right.
Eye of Chaos roll where something happens, you roll a dice and see something else happens. Apparently, demons get that at the start of every shooting phase.
Huh.
A random effect every turn.
Wacky.
How Games Workshop-y.
Yeah.
Well, we all agreed early on that you shouldn't play Games Workshop games competitively.
No, but people do.
Ooh, okay, that's interesting as well. Apparently, like in the last edition, if you took a Khornate Herald with like a unit of Khorne demons, he passed on a bonus to the entire unit. Oh no,
Vaguely, I didn't play the last edition at all.
yeah, it was a rule called Locus of Khorne, where basically if you took a champion aligned with that particular god in that unit, they get extra bonuses.
Okay.
I think with Khorne it was just like killing blows, like whatever.
Right.
Apparently now though it's an item upgrade you can get for whatever your champion of the unit is. I think heralds are just going to be like HQs now.
Okay.
Oh no, Loki are in for heralds. Okay, but apparently they're triple tiered, so you can have like like they do for librarians, and you used to have 2 different ranks of chaplain as well.
Okay.
So now you can buy multiple levels of Loki. The examples given here, one of the Loki for Nurgle gives them feel no pain.
Nice.
One of the Tzeentch Loci gives them +1 strength on psychic attacks.
Nice.
That could be brutal, actually. Apparently, the demonic player said that they've gone too far with Loki's and demonic rewards, though. They're great upgrades, apparently, but they're also expensive. Okay. Oh, you can put those on demonic characters as well, so demon princes, greater demons.
Exciting.
Okay. Yes, lots of new things.
Okay.
I'm actually kind of looking forward to this now. I could get back into fantasy.
Bust out with my rats.
Meek, meek.
Squeak, squeak, squeak.
Yeah.
Hold it!
Oh, okay. The Warpstone chart is real. According to the players, it's a 2d6 chart, but there's no mention of when it's rolled for. Reports do say it's the start of each shooting phase, but there's nothing confirmed. The really big thing to note here is this particular sentence, no, on one of the pictures, because they've done the battle report. The Warpstone table was nerve-wracking too.
Okay.
So even the demon players don't like rolling on it.
Yeah, that's Games Workshop-y.
You never knew what you were going to get. I kept hoping you'd roll a double 1 and wipe out your own army. What? I'm guessing, I'm guessing it's like everything takes d6s or something. First off, a 1-11 chance that we can wipe out our own army in a standard 6-game turn. Yeah, that's brutal.
That's hilarious. This makes me want to make a demon army. It should be noted I play Skaven.
Or it might be demonic instability that it causes.
That makes sense, yeah.
But then again, if double 1's that harsh, what the fuck's double 6?
Everyone in army gets a cookie.
Yeah.
Like literally, a cookie manifests in front of them and they're required to eat it, even if they don't like macaroons.
Okay, Heralds are still 2 for 1. Nice, so you get 4 HQ, so the price of 2.
So 2 heralds take up 1 slot in the HQ?
1 HQ slot, yeah. And Soul Grinders with marks. Nice, okay. Interesting. Apparently there's all 4 of the Greater Demons are getting new plastic models as well.
Good. The Slaaneshi one's been ungood for a long time.
Yeah. They're actually changing the entire Slaaneshi Greater Demon as well. It's not going to be it is the Keeper of Secrets, but it's a complete overhaul of the look apparently.
Really? It's not going to be 4 arms with the big crab claws?
I don't know. But
forever?
yeah, apparently they're redoing it. They probably don't want boobs anymore, like I say.
But Slaanesh!
No more boobs.
If it does not have 6 boobs, then it is not Slaaneshi enough. And in weird places too, like on the back of the head. On the kneecap. So what's the next rumored codex for 40k? after demons?
Well, I say demons next. Tau is the strongest at the minute, and probably Eldar after that. But they usually throw in an Imperial in between, so I'm guessing Templars.
Why not just basic Marines?
Codex Marines got. Did they get redone?
They didn't get redone. They went
No, they haven't redone
Chaos
it for 6, have
Marines
they
and
yet?
and then Dark Angels.
That's a good point. So yeah, Chaos, then Dark Angels, and Demons. If they follow normal process, then it was going to be an Imperial next.
So probably
Um,
Marines.
Either
We
Marines
don't have
itself,
Marines.
yeah, either Marines itself or Templars, and then Tau is the rumor.
Okay, I'm back.
Yay! Okay,
Oh,
Holy crap.
he said it'd be quick. He was right. All right, so we're back.
Hooray! Hooray! Hooray!
So, right. So yes, Gabriel has shown up
Right.
and introduced himself, and you are present. Is John present, or is he asleep, or something like that?
I'll be present, I suppose.
All right. Well, then he says, and
Who will you be present as?
Myself.
Oh.
it's a pleasure to meet both of you. If your third member is asleep, I guess I will. He looks around. Do you have any sort of chairs with like stools type things or stuff like that?
The doctor's
ch-
almost certainly got several from when he's still wearing his armor.
Probably, actually, yeah.
Good.
You can sit in Dr. Arcane's chair, yeah.
Okay. I will. He sits down. His wings flutter a little bit, but not much. He's very careful not to extend them fully while inside for obvious reasons. But with his
Well,
wingspan
it's
being
just rude.
that and his wingspan is kind of large when they're fully extended. So, what did you want to know? In what way can I help you? Is a better way to put it, I think.
We mostly need knowledge about how we're dealing with this. This is a type of opponent that we have yet to deal with. If there are any sort of weaknesses that we could exploit or abilities that we could expect to encounter, as much information about that as possible would be appreciated.
Well, that does depend somewhat on whether he's actually demonic in nature or if he's just an infernalist. I'm guessing by the fact that your third member, the doctor, as you put it, was working on a scrying spell of some sort, is what I believe you said.
Yes.
And he was working on something specific. I'm guessing he probably is demonic in origin then. In that case, if he's using the name Azazel, well, he'll probably have some ability to fly in some way, shape, or form if need be. He can probably shapeshift to a degree to make himself look more human.
Mm-hmm.
Not sure how much. I mean, that'll vary, especially if he's operating out and about in the real world, as it were.
I now look like Azazel.
You might
Okay.
scare him, you know.
Well, no, Zazel looked mostly human when Gav saw him, so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Demon push.
No, he is not. It's not Berkelak, so he would not simply lash out at him. So.
I don't know. It might learn him something.
Yeah, you think wrong.
Well, he probably has access to. He probably has some sort of ability to. I would guess he probably throws some sort of fire-based attacks. Most of them do. They're all dangerous in hand-to-hand combat to some degree or another. If he's taking on the mantle of Azazel, he probably has some sort of ability some sort of compulsion ability also.
Yeah. mind controls.
Yes, etc. Something along those lines. He'll probably be very hard to hurt directly. And there are a lot of legends about what demons are vulnerable to. Some, say, cold iron, blessed weapons, etc.
Have you found any of those methods to be particularly reliable?
I found my sword to be fairly effective against them, but the ones I've fought, it has a coherent blade of what looks like light. I have no idea if it's actually holy in nature or if it's just normal magic. It and the armor I received when I turned 18. I received a large crate with the suit of armor and the sword in it. From there was no sort of address. It did, sort of said for Gabriel and didn't have any sort of return address or anything like that. It was just delivered to my door.
Now I'm thinking of that scene from the Santa Claus.
I have no idea where they came from or what their history are, but they've served me well for many, many years.
Well, let's see.
But yes, I found. But I have.
I know that. Well, I know that. I'm not sure if John actually shared the information about Azazel being able to see through his disguise to some extent.
Yeah, I will do.
Okay, so we will share that information as well.
That would make sense. He probably, if he's at all powerful, he probably has some ability to see through disguises, given that he's also a shapeshifter by nature. Some things would probably be obvious to him, I guess. Honestly, I've met other swordsmen who have fought demons and fought them with normal weaponry and have had degrees of success against them. Most of them aren't. Most of the ones I've encountered aren't particularly resistant, they're tough, but a skilled swordsman who struck with good power usually could injure them. Actually, killing one is next to impossible. The best I've known of is be able to basically force them to return to their native plane, not be able to return to the mortal world for some lengthy period of time.
That should be good enough for us.
Yeah. I would recommend bringing some holy water just to, just to have it. In general, there are some rich.
Would water supplied by a local church be sufficient, or?
Assuming that the priest there is whoever is blessing the water is a true believer, it should be.
I see.
Honestly, I personally am. I'm a devout Catholic myself. But so I just don't know the nature. I like to think my abilities and are gifts from God personally, but I've seen enough strange stuff in my time that I don't assume anything. I don't know if I know for a fact that there are beings who claim to be demons, and I like to believe that they that the forces of light will triumph over them in the end. And I like to think that no matter what you actually believe, that we're all God's children to some degree or another, and well, not to some degree or another, we're all God's children, and different people have different ways to God. So belief in a higher power does help, in my experience. It can help protect you against what he can do, what they can do. I personally have I've had demons try to use sort of their sort of demonic compulsion abilities on me. I've always been able to shrug it off. Personally,
but
I found
you don't know if that would be the same if someone did not have the same belief. Then
My method was reciting the Lord's Prayer in my head while they were trying it. But that may just be my sort of personal, belief reinforcing my own willpower, or it may be that is. I like to believe it is the grace of God protecting me, but I'm not willing to. I've seen people who are not Catholics do something similar, so I can't rule anything completely out.
Mhm.
Was partnered with a wonderful man from India who was a Hindi who we fought alongside each other against a fairly powerful demon. The demon had very little success against him either with those things. Uh, I don't know what he did to protect himself, but he he sort of grins a bit and chuckles. There are many ways to sort of living a blessed life, I guess is one way to put it.
Mhm.
But honestly, just resist the temptation to take the easy way to power it. Basically, I guess is the easiest way to put it. I mean, he'll probably make some sort of offer to you while you're there, especially if you start gaining the upper hand.
I see.
I would recommend not taking it.
I look at
Totally gonna take it.
I look at John.
What?
Um, uh, I assume that from the fact that your third member you said we're working a scrying spell, he knows some magic.
That would be putting it a certain way, yes.
Well, magic is definitely of use. Definitely is, I would say, sort of almost a double-edged sword in some ways when fighting something like.
Because it would present him with a channel to exploit.
Indeed, but it also tends to be. I've also seen it be fairly effective against demons. So,
That's good to know.
um,
So, depending on if he is who he says he is, we may have more luck than not.
indeed, yeah, I would imagine that he won't be. I mean, he's clearly not fighting on his home turf, obviously, or a particular area that's particularly well suited for someone of his ilk at the moment. So I imagine that will make things a little bit more difficult for him. I have some sort of ability to vaguely sense infernal power, and this city seems to be fairly well cut off from it right now. Not completely, but
And in your opinion, do you think that that would affect the battle in some way?
uh, might make it hard. It'll make it harder for him to summon reinforcements definitively. Odds are he'll. That's something I should. He probably will have some ability to call in for help from where he's from originally. Um, Given the current status of the city, I would suspect he won't be able to call in for much help or particularly powerful help.
All right. Well, basically, I just did that because get a second opinion. So
Well,
we're not being lied to.
yeah. Um, if there's anything else in specific you'd like to ask me, I'm more than happy to answer questions. Um, I've got nothing really better to do.
Well, let me see.
I've got to, basically these days I mostly just keep tabs on what's going on in the world, offer advice to people who want it, do a few things here and there, do charity work mostly.
All right, I'm going through. Yeah, I'm basically just forming a mental checklist in my head. Bless weapons. Don't fall to temptation. Have faith in something. Make sure John doesn't fall to temptation.
I'll have you know John is particularly strong-willed, actually.
You know what he wants to be.
Yeah, exactly. If it's a good offer, he's going to consider it.
John,
Let's not be ridiculous here.
John, you must obey me. I'm not John. I'm you. Wait, what? Well, let me see. that about covers everything I can think of.
Oh, good. Well, uh, uh, well, I'm glad I could be of some help.
And we appreciate your availability.
I'm, as I said, with this sort of thing, I'm definitively happy to help. I'm probably wouldn't be. While I probably still have some ability to actually directly fight.
I'm going to cut him off there.
Yep.
First of all, I would not ask you to end your retirement. Secondly, I never expected you to be required to do that sort of thing. If the purpose for my contacting you was to ask for your direct intervention, there are other people that I would have called that would have gladly answered that call. The reason that I am out here in the first place is because I don't want to do that.
I understand completely. He actually smiles a bit at that.
Goeth before a fall.
Yeah.
Well,
don't go too far, because if we all get murdered horribly, you're probably the best chance this city's got.
Yeah, just stick around for about a week, you know.
Just see what happens.
Well, I think I'll hang around for a little while, if just in case the doctor has some questions for me himself.
Oh dear Lord, don't say
Uh,
that.
so, Squire, you said, right? No, sorry, that was me screwing up. Errant.
Yes.
You're something of a swordsman, I take it. He sort of says, glancing at your sword and shield, your sword over your back.
Yes.
Well, if you're interested, I'd be happy to spar with you a little bit, so I can get a better feel for where your skill levels are at. I used to be something of a decent swordsman. Age may have slowed me down somewhat, but I'm reasonably skilled still.
Everyone's just like, training! Special training!
Not externally.
Oh,
I would be happy to take you up on your offer.
Oh, good.
Unfortunately, my current training grounds are not especially glamorous, but they would be.
Why would training grounds
in the open at least?
Training grounds don't need to be glamorous. They're training grounds.
Yes.
it's okay. He's been watching too many Batman movies.
Those aren't glamorous either.
Well, he takes off his jacket, walks over to the big case, opens it up, pulls out basically a sort of workout outfit and his sword, and says, "There a bathroom I can go change in?"
I'll point him the right way.
Thank you.
When he's gone, I'm going to turn my head to John and say, I think he intended to do that from the beginning.
Yeah. Put it this way, Aaron. If we actually lived through all the stuff we were doing, and you're about, 60, 70-ish, and some young cape comes up to you and says, yeah, it's time to retire, old man, fuck are you going to say?
Do I know the conditions under which he retired, by the way?
Give me an intellect check.
Okay. It's not going to be high.
This is sort of trying to remember.
11.
Given your connections, honestly, actually, this was actually pretty prominent news. Gav is actually sort of spot on to a degree. Basically, he'd been a hero for a long time, and he had a group that he was operating with, a supergroup, that were basically a lot of younger heroes, one of which was one of his big proteges, whom basically took over eventually he basically was voted Gabriel out as leader, and basically insinuated Gabriel's too old for this business anymore. And so Gabriel basically sort of looked at the situation and realized that at the time his sort of style of heroing and attitudes didn't really jive with the current generation. So he basically just sort of stepped down.
This is a foreign concept to Aaron, considering his upbringing. Heroes do that? Oh, man. Okay.
For Spada, actually, in the chat says he wasn't 90s enough. Actually, completely spot on.
He didn't wear enough black and leather.
No.
Where are the spikes? Where are the giant shoulder pads? Where are the giant guns? With random belts of ammo sticking off that attached to nothing.
Long story short, he was a Silver Age character in an Iron Age world and decided, I've had enough of this.
Someone's like, okay, if you're gonna be an angel, you should at least call yourself Blood Angel. With a U instead of O's.
I'm done. And he basically, honestly, he realized he'd been doing it for a long time and honestly thought, basically, yeah, maybe I am slowing down. Maybe it is time for me to retire.
Okay. Well, I'm going to go up to the roof and prepare to get my ass kicked.
Okay. Well,
Big character, he's not thinking that, but I'm preparing for that.
Yeah, well, yeah. All right, so eventually Gabriel does join you up on the roof. I'm not going to make this roll out or anything like that because that would be sort of
a little mean.
Yeah. Well, no, that's not really even a little mean. It's sort of it'd be a little bit too random, honestly. It's not so much that he badly outclasses you. The first thing you notice very quickly is if he's slowed down, he must have been hellishly fast when he was young because he is really quick still. By the way, Nick, what is your actually strength?
I think it's 2. Yes.
Yeah, he's actually noticeably stronger than you are.
Yeah, all of my abilities are 2 or 3 except my fighting, which is a 6.
Yeah. Basically, his physical abilities are at least on par with yours, if not better in every category. Basically, physically, he is superior to you still. Though your actual sort of in terms of your reflexes are basically about the same as his. Your fighting stats about the same. The difference is that he has 20 to 30 years of superhero combat experience, edge in terms of actual skill.
Well, and he can fly.
Well, he's actually staying grounded right now.
Okay.
For the first part of it, sort of you're sort of, and he's constantly basically giving you pointers as he's sort of sword fighting with you. So saying, no, you don't want to lean in that way. You set up your attack there. That way you can bring your shield into position perfectly at this situation. Duwani actually does sort of have it sort of spot on actually. Dracula Mihawk versus Zoro from One Piece. Except a lot more. Except that Gabriel's not even remotely trying to kill even trying to injure Errant at this point.
Well, that's boring. How is he supposed to learn if he's not getting bits of him cut off?
Look, you just slap some bandages around the waist, and then that's how you get stronger, right? Like a saying.
Just for future reference, unless someone wakes him up, Doc's in a coma for about 8 hours.
Right.
Okay. Only 8? Okay.
Yeah. So basically, for the first hour or so, it's just him basically getting a feel for how good you are. And you're actually skilled enough that you actually realize he's holding back currently,
right.
Trying to basically get a feel for how good you are, so he can actually. Because he's trying to spar with you in a way that actually you'll learn something, not just try to. He's not trying to embarrass you. He's trying to actually teach.
All right. Well, and in the meantime, I'm going to also fight while minimizing the number of typical tricks I use.
Right.
Since I guess we kind of defeat the purpose of this.
Right.
I shoot him with a knockout dart. Wait, what? Rolls a 1. Dude,
Later on, he'll actually start sort of showing you some tricks for fighting a swordsman who flies, which is an experience you've not had a lot of experience with.
Well, yeah.
So they see if you're fighting someone who flies, they can attack you from angles you wouldn't expect, like this.
Ah! How did you get below me?
Actually, I looked at my character sheet recently and realized I gave myself a movement ability that I have never used.
Really?
Yeah, it's Urban Acrobat.
Oh, cool.
So
Parkour!
it's not much, but it's movement 2 instead of movement 1.
Oh, cool.
So,
Ah.
You are much quicker on the ground than you thought you were.
yes.
That's actually very handy. We should.
There's also jumping involved in it too, so I get over obstacles and shit.
Nice. Okay, cool.
Parkour.
Basically, yeah.
I was thinking to myself, I guess a couple of times, like, I gave myself a movement ability, but it's never come up because I just ride around my motorcycle everywhere. And I looked at it, I was like, oh.
Right. All right. Well, you're able to actually attack him higher up than he would normally expect for someone who's groundbound, which he approves of.
Okay. Well, yeah, I guess we'll do that.
So after a couple hours, neither are actually getting tired.
John gets bored eventually.
Probably. The other note is that he's using his sword, his well-known sword, his sword. It's, as near as you can tell, it's effectively basically it's got sort of the hilt of a normal sort of medieval longsword type thing, and from it sprouts what looks like a normal sword blade made out of light.
So it's light sword.
It's not a saber; it's a longsword. Totally
Right.
different.
So sword.
Honestly, it's more akin to the Sword of Light from Slayers.
Actually, never seen that. Honestly.
Oh, well.
You've never seen Slayers?
It's
No,
a bit,
me neither.
it's a little bit before I started getting into anime. So.
Fair enough. It's worth watching, in my
We-
opinion.
We just don't get enough exposure of anime over here.
At any rate, yeah. So after a few hours, Gabriel basically, stops and says, sort of winds things down and says, "Well, you're quite good for someone your age. I'm actually quite impressed."
Well, hopefully I'll get to the point where the for someone your age doesn't apply anymore.
Everyone does. Eventually, you wrap around to the point where you're good for someone your age on the other side. It happens. I think that's probably where I am these days.
John, we're done. You can stop looking at your phone.
How the fuck did you know I'm on my phone?
I assumed it.
Okay.
Yes, when you come back down, Tony's back off doing work in the garage area. Somehow, Dr. Arcane is sleeping through it. It is actually making a bit of noise. All right. Nothing interesting, particularly of note, happens until Dr. Arcane wakes up.
Okay, good.
It's actually a fairly quiet day in the city.
Ah.
The calm
Sleep through
before
the whole
storm.
day? I'm hungry.
Gabriel has changed back out of his workout clothes and is back into his pants and his shirt. He hasn't bothered putting his jacket back on for obvious reasons.
The doctor probably doesn't realize that Gabriel's even in the building until after he's had coffee.
I'm gonna wait until he notices.
About 3 sips of coffee in, is sitting on the couch next to Gabriel. He sort of looks over and goes, "Oh, hi!"
Well, Gabriel's not sitting on the couch for obvious reasons.
Right.
The wings would get in the way.
He's about to sit down in his chair, and then he realizes that
I sit down on his lap.
there's someone here.
Good afternoon. I would assume you are the doctor, as it were.
Yes. I'm Dr. Archibald Kane. You would be Gabriel.
Gabriel Hamilton. Yes. Good
Yes.
to meet you.
Oh, you haven't been waiting here all this time for me, have you?
Oh no. Was
Oh, good.
up. Eric and I had a little sparring match upstairs.
Oh, okay. Good. Excellent. Did you want a cup of coffee? I made a whole pot.
I'd love
Actually, this one's mine. Let me make another.
I would love another cup of coffee. Sure.
I'll be right back. I go get him a cup of coffee.
But yes, part of the reason I was hanging around was just sort of chatting with your compatriots after my sparring session with Aaron. But I figured I'd hang around for a little while after they asked me a few questions. I filled them in. Figured I'd hang around and see if there anything you want to ask me about the situation. I figured that as the resident mage of sorts, resident wizard, there probably was some things you want to ask also.
Yes, actually, I actually go over a lot of the stuff he's already gone over.
Right, he goes over that again. Yes.
Yes. Also, if he with extra-dimensional entities like demons and such, we've got something. We're working on a way to sort of cut him off from his source of power. But I was wondering if you had any experience with any what's the word I'm looking for? Banishment techniques beyond just hit them.
I've known wizards who can do banishments. I'm not a wizard.
Right, no.
I've seen some of them work. If it usually takes someone of quite a fair bit of skill and power to banish something of something like of this power, but
right, so we're screwed. But
I'd say you guys you people have a fairly good.
There still exists the hit it really hard method.
Oh yeah.
I mean, there's a very simple ritual you can do if you have his unconscious body before you to send him back to his realm for ensure he's gone for a long while.
Oh yeah. There's that one.
Yeah, you basically pour holy water on it and recite a small ritual spell.
We'll probably have to be picking some of that up later today.
Basically, I start getting into magical minutia that he probably has no idea what I'm talking about.
He's heard most of it before.
Awesome!
He doesn't understand it, but he's heard it. He sort of listens to you for a while and says, yeah, you're the team wizard.
So you agree that that channeling a burst of Audic energy along the ley lines in such a manner to create a resonance, blah 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 blah.
I have no idea if that would work.
I guess maybe, I don't know. I think around this time is actually when Aaron's gonna go and get holy water and stuff. Excuse himself politely, and I have important things to do, obviously.
Yes.
Obviously.
Honestly, that sounds a lot like something one of my friends used to say in a similar situation, and I didn't understand it then. Sorry, but
Okay. Well, did you bring the sword?
Yeah, it's right there.
Can I see it?
Sure.
Awesome.
Can I touch your sword?
So long and hard.
Well, you can pick up the hilt. You're now holding the hilt and the crossguard of a sword.
Well, obviously I don't know how to use it, otherwise it would be out. But yeah, the doc's actually gonna completely nerd out over a new magical artifact.
It's definitely well, if you actually get your goggles.
I'll actually go running to the lab, get my goggles, and
It's definitely magical, but that's not a surprise.
right.
It's got a bunch of different types of magic on it, honestly.
Cool.
And it's hard for you to pin down exactly what it is.
Okay.
Which doesn't surprise you since you're fairly certain other wizards over the years have investigated it and really got nowhere with it.
Come up with
It's magic.
there's a thing.
It's a sword and it's magical. It seems to be very effective on a lot of different things.
There's cases where you take 20 and then they're like, what do you mean I don't know everything that happens?
Yeah, pretty much.
Bullshit.
It's you honestly don't you actually you can sort of see the spells that would actually be used to start it to turn it to basically use it.
Right.
You have no idea how to activate them. So you're like, I can tell how that it's possible to activate the sword and have the blade of light pop out of it.
Right.
Have the foggiest how to do it. Don't have the foggiest idea how to use it. Do so.
I ask him to turn on the sword.
He takes a sword, holds it out, and the blade extends.
Cool.
Honestly, I just sort of say I just draw the sword, and as I think about drawing the blade comes out. He shrugs.
Huh. I'm guessing there's some sort of like symbiotic whatchamacallit so they can see with the goggles.
No.
No?
No.
That's really cool. How's it work?
It's magic. He shrugs. And then extinguishes the blade.
Cool. Yeah, because the doctor doesn't nerd out about these things all the time.
No, he learns about these things all the time. All right, so Aaron, you can arrive at the church. The local priest is more than happy to give you holy water.
Since I'm there, I will also ask him to bless my sword.
Yeah, sure. He's sort of surprised, but he's happy to do it. He does ask you if there's any particular reason you're here for holy water and blessing the sword. He seems a little bit nervous. You get the impression it's probably because superiors showed up asking for holy water to have his sword blessed. This can't be good.
I will say I'm preparing for a just-in-case scenario.
Ah, okay.
Doom.
Doom, doom, doom,
Which is a
doom,
blatant
doom.
lie.
Yeah. Well, I wish you the best then, my son. Good luck in whatever it is that you're preparing for. Good luck with it.
I thank you. Yeah, so that was a little awkward.
Out of curiosity,
No,
why?
nothing's wrong.
Everything's okay. Move along.
But you're asking me to bless your weapons. Are the forces of hell invading? No!
I would give you that idea. Don't be ridiculous. Shut up.
Are the forces of hell invading? No.
I just heard it makes it easier to clean, like stainless steel.
You treat the church like the freaking dry cleaners or something?
All right.
Yeah, of course they're not invading. No, I'm restarting the Crusades.
That would probably not get me met with warmth and happiness.
Yeah.
He's just like, oh no, not again.
Oh no, not again. All right. Well then. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, dog.
I'm trying to think of anything else of note. If there's anything else that let me take a look at my notes here. Anything else of note that will pop up at this point? All right. Is there anything you guys want to do going forward for a little while? Basically, do you guys want to wait for the auction, or
Well,
is there something you want to do proactively before then?
the idea that was just, I guess, yeah, I mean, we'll keep an ear out for, through the scrying method, but other than that, I mean, I'm content to wait it out, unless you guys want to do something.
I'm pretty much it. Don't really have any plans of my own.
Might be a good idea to scope what the possible competition for the whatchamacallit, for the statue.
Possible other interested buyers.
Exactly.
Yeah. Would there be a way of finding
I'll
that
leave
out,
that
though?
to you. That's well outside my realm of expertise.
Yeah, because the Doctor's is totally a social monster.
I don't know. You actually come from money, at least.
Okay, fair enough.
I'm sure John could find stuff out too.
Oh, probably. Not sure how, but yeah. Actually, no, I've got an idea.
Oh dear.
Yeah, unfortunately, while the Doctor might have an idea how to go about doing this, Eric, have no idea. Like, do I start calling people? Do I poke them with sticks?
Well, I will say this to you, Eric. Dr. Arcane would probably be fairly certain that Eris would probably be keeping tabs and that sort of thing on her own.
Oh, then never mind.
That's sort of that. Given what you know about her, she probably would do that.
Yeah, fair enough.
Considering this has been part of her plan for much longer than it's been part of ours.
Yeah.
Probably
The-
just
the-
much more figured out than we do.
Yes. Mind you, this might not occur to Dr. Arcane, but it's entirely likely that her plan might be, well, if I lose the auction, I can just steal it.
Right.
Then why not just steal it from the Octo?
As I said, this probably didn't occur to Dr. Arcane.
You shoot down my ideas.
No,
She also
that
probably
totally
she
wouldn't occur to him. Honestly,
also she wouldn't tell him that.
she's not dumb.
No,
Hey, you calling me dumb?
no. I'm saying you're not the one who's actually romantically interested in Dr. Arcane in any way, shape, or form.
I just need to stop telling people what I'm going to do.
Oh, because nothing. All right. Because nothing bad ever happens when you do that. So what did you do while you were gone? Oh, I just started a gang war.
And I found out Asriel's hiding place, and within the day we had the chemist.
Who's Asriel?
Azazel.
Azazel, sorry, yeah. I'm having Dark Angel flashbacks.
The other difference is that Eris, is used to working with superheroes, or
Right.
Yeah.
or worse, I should say, dealing with superheroes.
Dealing with the morally straight and narrow.
It's like,
Yeah.
I could tell him what my backup plan is, but he probably would object, and I really don't want him to.
He can't object if he doesn't know.
Exactly.
But he
Pretty
doesn't
sure that's
know.
how wives are with credit cards.
Ba-dum-bum. All right.
Yeah. That takes care of that, I guess. Anything else? Any other concerns?
Nope. Okay, so if there's nothing else you guys are up to, there are some things that will happen before the auction.
Okay.
I assumed that.
I guess you would assume that. All right. It's been a couple of days. Dr. Arcane.
Yo.
It occurs to you that there's something sort of niggling in the back, sort of the back of your mind that sort of occurs to you.
Uh-oh.
It's more sort of along the lines, not something that's happened.
You're not taking more and more damage rolls.
Right,
Gotcha.
exactly. But that missed. Does he want to bother spending his villain point that he's got? No, not now. Again, he's cocky. The thugs are up. This one will step back and try to hose Errant down. Odds aren't good, but whatever. No. He'll shoot at John.
Hello.
Close, but no cigar. Oh, I know Mage's Hands. I'm just not bothering right now because he doesn't feel the need to cheat. All right, the Darkside Ganger will pull out his knife, and he will charge at Errant. Roar! Stabity!
Oh, shit.
That's the first. No, that's not. Is that the first time they hit you?
No. because
No.
they've ganged up on me before.
Right. Okay. If I remember correctly, it is a power 9 attack.
Oh, great. I can't possibly make it. It's critical then.
No, it's not power 9. Sorry, it's not that high. Nowhere near that high. Sorry, it's power 7.
Okay.
Well, it's 2 less. That's actually noticeable.
All right. Yeah.
Well,
I'm a hero.
that's
point
not good.
It's actually, I still get pretty beaten up by that shit, though.
It's a 19. Yeah.
Ow!
Stab!
You're gonna go down next turn.
All right. Well, he's
Fortunately, I'm out of hero points, though. I am,
Dazed?
Dazed, then.
the acolyte's up. He will shake the cobwebs out and fire a bolt of hellfire at Gav.
Hey.
Faboosh! Miss. Dr.
And
Arcane.
now the last horse crosses the finish line.
Slowly, leisurely. I want to make a thaumatology roll to figure out what those circles are. I think they're ablative shields, but I want to be sure.
That's good enough, actually. You broke... Yes, Eric. The first 2 are ablative shields. The middle one's a summoning circle.
Gotcha. Are they chest versus magical energies, or can slow-moving objects be used to get through them?
You don't know. Your roll wasn't good enough to figure that out.
Throw
All right.
Martin.
That's exactly what I'm going to do. Whoop. Table at him.
You're gonna fling the table. Damn you, Eric. I have to change my map now. Fine. Hang on. I have to redraw. Make your attack roll, but I just need to delete the table.
It probably misses.
19? That's good enough to hit the shield. The table slams the shield, breaks apart, and falls to the ground.
That's okay.
I-
Next, he's mine.
There we go. This one here. Fortunately, nope, wrong. There we go. Nope. There we go. I want that. There we go. And actually turn that off so it's bigger. Wrong. It's the wrong texture. Damn it. Wait, that's the... What the... Oh, there we go. There we go. See? Table gone. Pointer, and it should window back up. There we go. So as the table shatters a bunch of pieces, and the shield does not look like it's been weakened significantly. Almost like you didn't roll well enough to
blast it.
Yeah. But you know it's there, and it seems to affect physical objects.
Okay.
Why did I add Hippolyta? She's not actually in this fight. She is... for the moment.
Oh, look, Dr. Arcane gets to go again.
Aaron, you're up.
All right. Well, seeing as how I can't take 2 actions, I will hit this guy.
Yep.
27 versus his parry.
How
many degrees do I hit him by?
You hit him by 10.
Okay, so it's a toughness to DC 28.
Yeah.
Aha! How do you like that when you get hit by something you can't possibly make a save against?
I don't! But I'm a minion. John, you're up.
I'm going to continue my attack, powering down the gun, taking a normal shot in.
Okay.
Plus 12 now back. God damn it.
That's a miss.
Indeed. Next. I suck again.
Zazel sort of smirks. Says, "Oh, you're the wizard who was trying me before, or wizard, I guess, sort of. What are you? Never mind. You're here. Oh, you're here for her, aren't you? How adorable. That's very sweet of you, my dear lad. But I can't have you interrupting my work at the moment."
No, keep him talking. Go.
He's only got 5 seconds to take his turn.
With which he sort of basically gestures at you, smiles, and you feel sort of a slick, oily sensation entering your mind, Eric.
Someone's using mind magic on me.
Yes, he is. Dominion of the
Go,
Fallen.
Genjutsu.
That'll hit you.
Okay.
Built to resist.
So how
It's
do
an
I
it's an affliction.
Okay,
Okay.
yeah, roll a d20 and add your will, whatever that is. I believe that, actually, let's see, Power 8 Affliction is not that bad, actually.
No, it's not. It's not really designed to be used against superheroes. Also, he has been depowered because of the 2 statues.
Oh, Captain Freetime with the
is
Damn it,
that
your-
Zazel, I'm a doctor, not a
Does
wizard.
that suck enough that I should hero
No,
point it?
you're dazed.
Oh, okay.
Afflictions are, the DC is 10 plus the power. So, and I know this because I had my knockout dart and such are afflictions.
So yes,
Okay.
basically, if with just a standard failure, you're dazed. If it's 2 degrees, if it's 1 degree, if you fail by more than a degree, the next stage up is compelled, and then it's full control if you fail by a lot.
Yeah, the only way you would be controlled is if you had rolled negatives, because
Gotcha.
your will save is just that good.
Unless, of course, the power is cumulative. That's not the actual
Which,
right.
would actually make sense for the type of power.
I have no idea what you're talking about. The actual term for it is, where is it?
Progressive, is it?
Not progressive. That would be awful. That's one that just gets better over time. It's where is it?
Poopy? Pretty sure it's poopy.
No, cumulative. That's what it is. Yeah, just not on this table here. It's cumulative. Basically, each time if he hits you with it again and you fail, it'll move you up the chart.
Gotcha.
Normally, afflictions you just take whatever the worst one is. If you only fail by 1, instead of like if he hit you again with it immediately, if you just failed by 1 normal, you'd just still be dazed.
Instead, this bounce.
It would bounce you up to compelled, and if he hit you again, it would bounce you up to controlled.
Gotcha.
Yeah, Beck, Aaron did just pull off the Superman bullshit. It's like, what? I've always had this power. I'm
Yeah.
not learning new shit on fly. What?
All right, Thug's turns. All right, well, this one is going to... Nope, that's not what I wanted. There we go. Nope, no, you don't move. There we go. Yeah, +6. He's going to... Actually, he's going to... Yep. There we go. And he's going to back up further away from Errant because, but no.
That table's really hurting, though.
This one is going to open up on the dock. Actually, no, he's going to keep shooting at John.
Hi.
Brat! Just misses. I believe. Your dodge is 12, right?
Dodge is
Dodge is
13.
Yeah, never mind. Yeah, no. The Acolyte's up. He will continue to attack John also. Faboosh!
Ah,
Closer.
bring it, bitch tits.
Dr. Arcane, you get 1 action.
I blast the shield.
Okay. So you're attacking Azazel directly in theory, right?
Yes.
Right.
Except I can't roll.
No, but on the plus side, this attack is powerful enough to break the shield.
Good.
You're not just flinging a table at it. Aaron, you're up.
thank you for moving into position. Yeah, -2 on each roll. So 27 and 28.
Yeah, they both hit.
You know, since discovering
Oh.
he can do flips and shit, I think that Aaron feels a lot better. I don't know.
Oh, by the way, Eric,
Well,
I
it's all
need
training, man.
Eric, I need another will save from you to break the days.
Oh yeah.
DC 18 to
That's
recover.
also
Yep, it's off.
Fine.
You shook off the days.
Right.
So the
we also forgot that with the knockout dart on Wallace.
Actually,
Supposed to do that.
we rolled it. We forgot the first time.
Yeah, and it was like, oh yeah, he gets chances to resist this. One. Oh, never mind.
All right, so those both hit. DC 23. So for the
Yes.
thug, he is toughness 6. Yeah,
He's
no,
down.
he is out. And for the acolyte, he is tougher. So he's just bruised. Oh, sorry, it should be one less, so it should be a 21.
Well, he's still bruised.
Yeah, so he's just bruised again, so he's down to toughness 6. All right, John, you're up.
Continuing my assault. Fucking acolyte.
That'll hit.
Yay, DC 23.
Yep. Well, he's down to toughness 6. Ah!
Damn it!
He manages to get his to deflect the attack with his with a quick magical spell just in the nick of time. Yeah.
Nah.
Well, Azazel could do something, an attack this turn, but he decides that this is all a gigantic pain in the neck. So he goes through he basically starts chanting, claps his hands together in front of him, and bursts of flame leap up out of the floor. And he looks very disappointed.
Ha!
Because he was expecting much more powerful allies. So he gets a bunch of winged demons with these sort of these sort of evil-looking sorty things. He looks around and he's like, he has that look on his face of, I was expecting more. Also, he wasn't expecting Dr. Arcane to completely shrug off the domination attack. Almost like the statues were effective.
Aha!
Oh, never.
That was a weak old man.
Which one he stops, looks at Eris, and he goes, the statue. You had more of them out there, didn't you, my dear? Oh, very clever. You will be a useful ally once I deal with these stupid heroes. Onto the thugs.
Evidently not as stupid as he thought.
Well, yeah, basically. He didn't think she was stupid, but she's more capable than he thought she was. Now the thug's gonna open up on Dr. Arcane. Miss.
Look, you took out most of the good ones, all right?
You're gonna worry about that guy at the back. He's like, they're ignoring me.
All right, the acolyte is going to turn to Errant and grin evilly at you, and he spreads his hands out in front of himself, sort of touching his thumbs together, and spreads his fingers out, and a gout of flame erupts from them.
Hands!
Yes! It's a cone attack.
It's okay. It's only a couple D4.
So you need to make a dodge check.
Fire style jutsu.
Yes, you do. It's a power 8 attack, so
So that means it's 14 down
Yeah.
to then?
yeah.
The effect of it, I mean.
Yes.
So this is what, toughness?
Yep.
Okay. All right, I'm good.
Yeah, you're fine.
How can I roll that on the freaking 28 shit earlier? All things considered, I would have taken a bruise on that. But yeah, okay.
Well, Mage Hand's right. It'll be a 19. Because it has the power of the attack down to 4. Or did we? But anyways, moot point.
Right.
You saved easily anyways.
Yeah, I get it. I get it.
Dr. Arcane.
Yoink.
Um,
I don't think that's going to work.
you have to make you have to make an attack roll to Eric first.
That's not nearly as much fun as doing just going yoink.
That normally it normally would be yoink, but make an attack roll. Oh, yeah, yoink is fine.
It's fine.
Yoink.
You can't move her that far, but
Okay. I definitely want her out of the circle.
oh yeah, you get her back up next to you basically. as Azazel sort of looks at you, glares evilly at you. You can sort of see flickers of sort of his eyes sort of glow a bit more brightly green, yellowish green. And he sort of stops. He gets control of himself and says, "It doesn't matter.
I'm going to kill you.
Once
Shut
I've
up. I'm going to kill you.
once I've defeated you all, it won't matter one little bit."
Why do these villains always have to talk?
I don't know.
Because it's a comic book.
I don't know. I don't know, but I appreciate the time it buys us.
Flappity, 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 flappity.
Chris Claremont.
Flappity.
Goddamn Furies.
I'm delete him.
Shoves the corpse out of the way.
Yeah, he's actually sort of hovering up off the ground a little bit. Honestly, he's actually swooping in from above.
Almost as
Oh
though
my
someone
God.
else did this before.
So normally, he would have circumstance bonuses attack. However, you've practiced against this, so he merely gets the flanking bonus.
Well,
Which so add 2 to the roll in this.
yeah, okay. He still misses. Aha!
You manage to parry. You get your shield up and thang. Flappity, flappity, flappity.
Unfortunately, John does not have such training.
That is correct. So he gets +2 to this also, despite not having a flank. Hellblade.
Aha.
John, however, being a nimble son.
Needs no such training.
John, being a nimble son of a bitch. Flappity, 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 flappity,
Flappity, flappity,
flappity,
flappity,
flappity,
flappity,
flappity,
flappity,
flappity, flappity, flappity.
double flappity.
Yeah, double flappity. So they get flanking bonuses. On the plus side, they don't get anything more because Dr. Kane is used to fighting flying foes.
Wow. Okay.
So that's a 12
Trips over the other.
and a 17. That hits exactly by 1
Yes.
on the multi-attack attack.
Yeah, 23.
I'm not sure there normally is Mage's Hands, but I use it because I think it makes sense. It makes minions somewhat effective.
Oh, that actually hurts you.
You're
It
bruised. Yes, the demonic blade slams into your armor, and it doesn't cut through it, but you feel the
Does
hit.
heat it up. Maybe I should have worn a sweater.
Aaron, you're up.
All right. Well, I'll attack both foes surrounding me.
Okay.
So it's -2 to each of these rolls.
Yep.
Let's start with the demon.
Okay.
I hit.
Yes, you do.
And then the acolyte.
Yep. You hit.
I hit.
All right. So it's +6 for the acolyte. Yeah. Ooh.
Oof.
That's now that's 3 degrees exactly.
He's out.
Sweet.
He was staggered already.
Sweet.
And the demon. It's +8.
That's 2 degrees.
The demon disappears in a puff of brimstone and smoke as you cut it in half. They're minions.
Nice to have that established.
John.
There's no penalty for taking a shot in melee range, is there?
Nope.
Okay.
Strangely, but
Blammo!
Yep, that's
Poof.
Kerpoofo.
Then I'm going to have a shuffle down here. Actually, no, I'm going to go help protect her. Those.
Getting more minions ready. Getting more minions ready.
Yeah, no problem. Oh, he's not summoning more minions this turn.
Oh,
No.
Not this turn, boy.
He is going to use... which does he want to use? He's going to use Flames of the Fallen instead of Flame. He's going to use the area effect version. So an area burst to catch both Errant and John Doe.
dodge!
Yep, make your dodge rolls.
Aaron,
I
oh,
actually
oh,
failed that.
oh shit, that's a wide one. Dodge plus 13.
The 30-foot burst, 30-foot radius, I mean. All right, Gav, so you're going with half power. So that's a power DC 20 check for you. And DC 25 for Errant. Errant, you get +2 to your armor from your fiddling.
Thank God!
Damn it.
That's dazes you.
Yep,
Good thing you dodged it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Fa-boom! And Errant, your fireproofing has worked, although it is a little bit less effective now. Actually, no, I'll leave it as is for this round because basically for Errant, every 2 times you actually use the bonus against a fire attack, it'll reduce it by 1. It's ablative, basically.
Okay, so each time it's responsible for blocking something.
Yes.
Okay.
Exactly. Each time it's the difference.
I get, yeah.
All right, the Darksider Thug.
I'm here, guys. Don't forget about me.
Butted Dr. Arcane? No. No, just no.
Wait, who are you again? You want something? Oh,
I'm gonna delete the unconscious guys out of the...
I'm Darksider Thug too. Come on.
wait,
Dr. Arcane, you're up.
I'm not late. We're in the middle of something.
We're fighting demons here.
Screw the demons. I'm going after Azazel. I'm angry.
Ooh.
Throw a demon at him.
DD 20.
A 20. I think that might actually hit him exactly.
Aha!
So it's a power 12 attack?
Yep.
All right. Well, you've blown down his ablative force field. Well done. So you're just going to hit his personal force field. Which he failed to save. Oh, he's using his villain point on that. Oh, no. Yeah, no.
Denied, mortal.
So you use
Sis.
one point, you say.
Yes, use up the official villain point. You guys all get a hero point back, by the way.
Hooray!
Yay.
So use the villain point.
I got 2 again.
But I do reserve the right to cheat egregiously for him when I feel the need. But you'll get a hero point back when I do. So. All right, demons. Demon 2, which is... Oh, they're the 2 on Dr. Arcane. Okay, well, that's easy. They'll continue attacking you, although they're not +12s. Huzzah! Even with the flanking bonus, that doesn't hit.
Haha!
Azazel is very disappointed.
Azazel is actually exceedingly disappointed in his minions. I paid good points for that summon power. And by paid, I mean Peter gave it to me just because he felt like it. I don't have to worry about power levels because I'm a villain. Honestly, Azazel does facepalm, so like...
Oh, you've got to be kidding me.
These are just mortals! Kill them! Errant, you're up.
Never mind. Something is glowing over here because he's got summoning shit and personal force fields and stuff, so I'm not even gonna bother with that. I'm gonna try and jump to him
Okay, that you can do that.
All right, and I will just attack him normally.
His parry is 9.
Oh,
Very nice.
oh that felt
Wow.
good.
Nice.
Even on a crit, he
That's
can't beat
toughness
it.
DC 28.
Okay, well, he needs to roll very well to not be bruised.
He
He's
is,
bruised.
Bruised.
Well, damn! You're going to be a pain in the neck, aren't you? You're going to be some trouble. John, you're up.
Since I'm dazed,
I
I'm
finally
gonna take a shot.
took care of all these motherfuckers over here. They make
Well, I
games
thought you-
very inconvenient.
No, well, I thought you could hit more than one thing at a time. Demon number 2.
Okay.
Bang.
That'll hit. Splat. Number 2?
Yeah.
So the one up here. Okay.
Number 1, number 2. Number 1, number 2.
Splat.
Who
Uh,
was
z-
number 1?
Zazel is up. Zazel looks over at Errant, shakes his head a little bit. I've got macros for this. Dominion of the, and he looks at you, and you feel the inky sort of the sort of inky sort of blucky, slimy touch of something entering your mind.
Right.
Genjutsu.
So,
That would normally not hit.
However,
I'm going to re-roll that because I wanted to at least hit.
you hit.
Yes.
I'll be a crit instead.
Okay.
I'm going to treat it not as a crit though. It's just a straight hit. So.
Okay, so that is actually 2 degrees of success, though. So I am, what, compelled?
Yes.
What does that mean?
All right. Compelled. It's one of the.
Actually, I can look this up. I got my player's handbook open.
Okay, just look it up. Yeah, there you go. Basically, you get a.
Force, but struggling against it. Limited to free actions and a single standard action per turn. Okay.
Yep, but I get to control it.
Oh. Standard action betray for move action. Control supersedes compelled. Okay.
Yes, controlled is you get your full actions and I control them.
So, all right. So it's a good thing I'm over here, basically.
Yes. Yes, I do, Mage. I looked it up earlier. Hang on a second. Let me move back up to the top here. The control character has no free will. Sorry, one compelled. The character is limited to free action, single standard action per turn, with both types of action being chosen by another controlling character. So I control it.
Harsh.
Yes, it's basically dominated from D&D, 4th ed. That's Azazel's turn. Darksider Thug. Now rank 3 is he gets his full actions and I control them. It's
Either way, I do get a chance to resist.
oh you get a chance to resist it. I get to do it.
Stupid bloodbending.
So he's going to open up on Dr. Arcane again. He
hit.
hits this
Wow,
time.
hit.
Oh.
All right, that's a power 5 attack. You're fine. Dr. Arcane, you're up.
Just when I got that used to aiming down the sights.
He's actually sort of glancing over to Azazel and certainly currently debating, if I run away, maybe Azazel won't kill me? Dr. Arcane, you are up.
How many bullets do you have left?
Azazel gets skablammed.
He does. All right, so she's down to 11 because he is bruised.
He's good though.
He
No,
shrugged.
wait.
So
That is a
power
hit.
12 attack. It's
That
So he's bruised again.
bruised again. Yep. He staggers a little bit. All right, Demon 1 will attack.
Hey, I'm still here.
Will attack Dr. Arcane. He hits this time. Ooh, he hits by a
Wow.
bunch.
That's a good hit.
It's a multi-attack
gonna
also.
be,
Power 8,
blasting.
multi-attack.
Yeah. So +5 on that shit. Ooh.
How hard is that?
What's their power normally?
8. Yep.
So that would daze you.
Bruised and dazed. Okay.
Yeah,
I don't plan on doing much moving.
Yeah, if you had rolled one lower, then it would have staggered you though.
Yep.
Right.
All right, Errant.
Now, do you want full disclosure on what I could do from here?
Yes.
Okay. From this range, I cannot use my full swipe you with swords stuff, either of them. But I think, well, let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait. 2, 3, 4. I think I can. Yeah, I can use my sword's extension ability to swipe either of them. I can use my my crossbow bolts and my knockout dart.
Just use your extended attack on Gav.
Okay.
Aye.
So this is, well, it's basically just this. Okay. Hey,
Don't make me stun you.
I'm. What a time for a miss.
Yep.
Yes.
I won't make you reroll that or anything like stupid like that.
Okay.
But yes, the blade comes lashing out towards towards John Doe and misses. Now you can make your roll save to shake it off.
I fail.
Yep.
Uh-oh.
I think now is a good time to hero point that.
Yes, I think it would be a good time to hero point.
Yeah, I save by 2 degrees.
Yeah, you only so that knocks you down. You're fine.
Cool.
You are Jim Dandy.
Thanks for spending the valid point.
John, you're up.
Well, I didn't like that, and the fact that you can just keep trying that, I'm going to push the little red button on the side of my gun. Oh, Azazel. Kaboom! Oh, hero point.
Oh, dear Lord. All right, you hit by 6.
So
36, yeah, so.
so
well, you-
that increases the toughness save to 29.
Okay, D20 plus 10.
And it's got penetrating.
Well, that doesn't matter in this situation. His force field is impervious, but that doesn't really matter.
Okay.
He's not vulnerable to impervious or to penetrating anything.
Okay, so that would daze him.
Oh, you dazed him. Nicely done.
Kaboom!
Not that he was
And
planning on
I'll
moving much,
Well,
but-
he has not been moving from the spot, so whatever.
No.
But
I'm gonna say
Actually,
not
he was
pro.
planning on moving this turn, but he was planning on furling his wings and flying away from Errant and attacking him. But
And I have gone prone.
yeah,
That one knocked me on my ass.
and Gav,
And I'm absolutely exhausted now. I know
yes,
that.
you are.
So I'm going to use the other hero point to ignore that bit.
Okay. All right, so it's Azazel's
Two
turn.
fuckers, yeah.
So you're prone, huh?
He ignored how tired he was because of how fun it was flying through the air after fighting.
Well, Errant's still under his control, so.
no, I'm not. I just broke out of it.
Oh, sorry, you just broke out of it, right? He'll attempt to use Touch of the Fallen on you, despite the fact that your parry's actually better than your dodge. Just because it seems the right thing to do at this range.
Mhm.
So his hand starts glowing black, and he tries to reach out and run you through, basically.
Okay. Aha!
Yep. You manage to parry it. You manage to get your shield up in the way. You're like, ah! And you basically feel like his hand's like, he strikes the shield several times, although we'll say he only thrusts once.
Darkseid Thug!
Shoot Dr. Arcane again! Oh.
Fuck this!
Fuck this! I'm out of here.
Dr. Arcane, you're up.
Mr. Azazel gets another blast.
I imagine he does. That'll hit. All right, he's down to +9 on his force field. He's bruised again. Oof, he's sort of staggering about. Aaron, you're up. Oh, sorry, I skipped over a demon. It attacks
right,
Dr. Arcane again.
I'm still here.
Ah!
See?
Dear Lord!
Told you.
That hurts.
That hurts a lot, actually.
Yeah, because that it's a multi attack.
33.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, good luck, Eric. Oh!
All right, I'm
You're-
bruised.
You're bruised.
Oh.
What? Basically, the demon comes and slams his sword into your armor, battering you about left and right and up and down, and
And then I push it aside.
you just like sit there looking at it like, yeah, okay, nicely done. And it's looking at its sword, looking at your armor, looking at the sword, looking at the armor, and it's this look of, what? You get the demon basically actually says, I have destroyed mortals with enchanted armor of legend with this blade, and what?
Go home.
Eric, you're up.
Strike the person in front of me. That just hits.
Yep.
So, no bonus to toughness.
All right, he's down to 8 now.
Yes.
Ow.
Oh, sweet.
Nice.
I think you dazed him.
That dazes him, yeah.
Oh my god. Ow. Down to
Already
7.
dazed.
Oh, he was dazed
Oh,
before.
No,
that wears off. He was dazed once, but then, yeah.
Basically, we're still holding him.
Yep.
Holding
John, you're up.
Should have been really evil now and just hit that thug on the way out. No, I'll go after the demon.
That's probably a better idea.
It's
I don't
gone.
want against Azazel.
That's a good question.
Saboom! Ah! Thunk.
That would have been
But
brutal
I have
against-
destroyed mortals with enchanted armor with this.
All right, Azazel's dazed. He realizes that you are actually better in hand-to-hand combat than he is. So he's going to try to set you on fire again.
Okay.
Flame of the Fallen. Skaboosh!
That does hit. Ha-ha!
All right, so you save against it, but you are currently on fire.
Yeah, that hurts a little bit. On the bright side,
Oh,
I
good to be on fire.
didn't use up the...
No, you didn't.
Who's gonna go this way?
You'll shoot at Dr. Arcane again because...
Oh,
I've got bullets left!
I could have. Okay.
Well, no. The problem is that Azazel still is looking at it, can still see him, so he's got to make it look like he's just repositioning himself to shoot. You're fine, basically.
Ping, 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 ping.
Yeah. Dr. Arcane, you're up.
Whoop, 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 whoop. Hero point that.
Yes, you do. Yeah, that'll hit. All right. I'm down to 7 at this point, I think.
Yes.
Oh, but he rolls awesome.
But he's like, ow, ow.
Please stop hitting me with that sword!
All right, Aaron, you're up.
Speaking of which, I'm going to hit him with my sword.
Yep.
Yay! So that is 2 degrees success, so DC 25. Sweet!
Dazed again. Oh, God. Ow.
Not run away!
But he wants to run away. He doesn't want to run away. He wants to fly away.
Just keep on hacking in the shins.
John, you're up.
Straight shot at Azazel.
That's a miss.
Okay. Just in case, I've seen this movie. I'm going to keep an eye on him. At the top there. I've seen this movie before. Eris is going to take a stray bullet and get fucking killed by that little bastard.
All right, Azazel's up. You're currently on fire, Errant, right?
Yeah. Do I roll that at the end of his turn?
At the end of his turn, yep.
Okay.
So he's going to use Dominion of the Fallen on Dr. Arcane. He's going to try this again. He reaches out into your mind, Dr. Arcane.
Ooh.
He hits.
So that's
Crits.
yeah. So roll pretty well, please. He rolls pretty well.
You shrug it the fuck off.
That won't work again.
Denied.
It's like, aha! I didn't work last time, but I had some effect on you last time. This time I'll try to. You're really pissed off with me, aren't you?
I'm very upset with you, yes.
I like to think Azazel gets into his mind and just hears, fuck off.
Let's see what kinds of inner thoughts I can twist to use against him. Kill Azazel, kill Azazel, kill Azazel.
It's like, haha! I will twist and warp his desires to my... All his desires evolve my demise. Well, fuck. Darksider Thug 2. Ah!
Yeah, you better run.
He's gone. He is not an idiot. Dr. Arcane, you're up.
Boom.
That'll hit. Down to 6.
Yeah, so he can't actually possibly make this. So that's well, he's dazed again.
Yep.
So he's down to 5.
Top is 5.
Okay.
He was regretting not summoning more demons last round.
What? I just hit you.
Yeah, well,
Aha!
top is 4.
Although he's not dazed, so there's that.
No, but he is dazed because Dark Arcane dazed him.
Me.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Good.
I'll take a shot at him. Boom.
Yeah.
Inevitability.
Oh.
That staggers him.
Yeah.
Top is 3. Wow. He's staggered, so even if he decides to just move and not attack.
He'll move like what, 2 squares?
Yeah.
I'm great. I'm out there. Yeah.
Oh, by the way, you should have made your save against the fire at the end of his last turn.
Oh yeah. Let me do that real quick. Okay, so that lowers it then to
Okay.
6.
Okay. Well, yeah. This is not going well.
Team face roll.
Yeah. Fuck. And you're not positioned well. Well, actually, are you positioned well where he can pull this off? In theory, he can do this. It just doesn't make any sense. No. He's got a dazzle of he's got a burst effect dazzle, but
Solar flow.
yeah, basically. So which I can actually get all of you with because it's burst 30 feet because you can just like drop it back here. Sorry.
But then when it finally wears off, he's only got halfway across the room. It's like,
Basically, he can drop it back here and it'll affect all of you. The problem is that oh, what the hell? It's so you burned, but not very effectively.
It's not very effective.
You know what? Fuck it. He's gonna try dominating John.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
and he's sitting right next to Eris.
Yeah.
Oh, he hit you.
yeah, my will is the same as my fortitude. Awesome.
Whatever.
John
like-
Doe's mind is a steel trap.
You
My
will.
mind
Your
is
will
like-
is mine. I don't like your mind. I don't like your mind at all. Go away.
It gets into John's mind, all you hear is, your soul is mine.
All right, Dr. Arcane, you're up.
He gets into, now I will see what sort of inner voice this superhero has. Hi.
Yes.
Oh, God.
There's a reason the only person John Doe won't pretend to be is himself.
Okay, Dr. Arcane, you're up. Giant Blat.
Giant Blat.
That'll hit. All right, well, he's now down to toughness 3.
Guaranteed 2 damage. Oh. Well, he's dazed.
Ah!
Toughness 2.
Errant.
All right, let's see what I can do.
Again, he should have summoned demons that round, really, but whatever.
There we go.
Oh, the poor bastard.
That's toughness DC 28. All right.
That's staggered again, isn't it?
Yep.
He's down.
All right, he's down. Errant, your blade strikes through him, and he collapses to the ground. Sort of. Wait. Before you finish me, I have a proposition.
I shoot him in the head.
All right. No rolls. It's like I have a.
more.
It's like I have a proposition. Bzorch. You didn't even listen to what is Bzorch. Oh, for fuck's sake, Bzorch.
I start pulling out the holy water. The answer, by the way, is no.
Very nice.
So, how is Aaron?
Well, now that Azazel is down, and I assume you guys do the little ritual thingy.
Yes.
Yes. So when you pour the holy water on, he starts smoking, literally. Just smoke starts pouring off of him. And you recite the ritual, and a little burst, basically a crack opens the ground, and his body gets sucked back down, and a little burst of flame shoots up, and it closes back up. When the ground closes up, Eris goes, oh. Actually, Eris stands there for a little while, shakes her head a bit, and goes, oh, he's gone. Thank goodness. Archie, you're wearing your armor.
Back.
Sorry.
Ah, good to see you.
You're okay. You're good.
Yeah.
Yay!
Oh, my head.
Oh, I'm so sorry this happened to you. I'm so sorry.
Why are you sorry? You found my tracking spell.
Well, I'm
Oh.
sorry.
It's okay. It's okay.
I should have been there. I don't know. Sorry.
She gives you a kiss. She's like, it's okay. It's okay. Yeah. Thank you,
I'm
guys.
going to go get in contact with the NSEA and let them know what's happened, and I'm going to drag John out of the room.
Jobs are good one.
No.
What are you out here?
Yes, well, it looks like the 2 statues at least weakened him somewhat.
Yes, that was such a great plan. That worked well, and I'm so happy you're okay. I kind of went a little crazy there.
It's all right. It's all right. You were smashing a fairly powerful demon. Going crazy is perfectly rational.
Let's get you home.
I'd appreciate that, actually. I need some wine in a very, very bad way.
I'll fly her home.
Okay. And you fly her home. So you're going to call the NSEA. Honestly, I think this is actually a good break point.
Yeah.
it's a good sort of moment to end the session on. So we're going to end up here. We'll be picking up again probably next week. But either not next week or in the near future. Thanks everyone for listening. I hope you all enjoyed it, and I need to work out what the next arc is going to be. But thanks for listening, and I hope to see you all soon. Bye-bye.
Good night, everybody.
Bye, humans.
And we're done recording.